Labored.
Labor, yes. Labored. Past tense.
Yeah, past tense. Whence was thy motion? Not without me can thy nature be satisfied.
No, there are two question
Yeah.
marks.
Being,
So
how hast thou labored without
you have to
notes?
pronounce them as questions.
Yeah. Being, no, she is addressing these voices, no? This now Ahana
So she
is
said,
talking.
in the stream of thy sevenfold ocean,
Being, how hast thou labored without me? Whence was thy motion?
Good.
Not without me can thy nature be satisfied. But I came fleeing, vexed was my soul with the joys of sound and weary of seeing.
Good.
Into the deeps of my nature I lapsed. I escaped into slumber. Here also full stop.
Yes.
Out
Another
of the
question now.
yeah, out of the silence, who call me back to the clamor and cumber? Why should I go with you? What hast thou done in return for my labor? In labor world.
Yeah, it's actually, what hast thou done in return for my labor, world?
What wage had my soul when its strength was thy neighbor? Though I have loved all, working and suffering, giving them pleasure, I have escaped from it all. I have fled from the pitiless pressure. Silence, vast and pure, again to thy wideness receive me. For unto thee I turn back from those who would use me and grieve me.
Very well read. Very well read. Excellent. You have to remember the question marks.
Yeah.
That's important.
So the thing what's the background? See, we unnoticed her. That's what she's saying.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Centuries passed.
Yes.
Me unnoticed.
Yes. So
Millenniums perished.
Let's go over each line.
Yeah.
So the first line, she says that she has actually slumbered. And then there's a semicolon.
Yes.
So strayed from the roads of time, far couched on the void, I have slumbered. What does far couched mean?
Couch means like lie down.
Yeah,
couch.
She's lying down.
Lying down.
Yeah, she's far couched. But where is she far couched? On the void.
Yeah.
Oh, on that great emptiness.
Emptiness.
And she has slumbered there.
Mm-hmm.
And then centuries have passed me unnoticed.
Yeah.
Not only that, but millenniums
perished.
Unnumbered. Wow. I, Ahana, slept in the stream of thy sevenfold ocean. It may be likened to the sevenfold passages from the highest into matter, but I'm not sure. She's speaking to this
beings.
In the stream of thy sevenfold ocean, being, how hast thou labored without me? So what is this being? This being is life.
Yeah.
And how hast thou labored without me? Whence was thy motion? How did you even move without me?
She's Usha, no? The dawn.
Yes.
The dawn.
Yes, exactly. And then she says very clearly, not without me can thy nature be satisfied.
Yes.
No, can't be satisfied. But I came fleeing. And then he has a long dash because he wants that to connect with the next line.
Okay.
Vexed. What is vexed?
Actually, like sometime Chod do means I have to tell. Vexed means I give up like that.
Yeah, troubled.
No,
Yeah, if
like
someone is vexed.
I'm dissatisfied what you did like that. I vexed. I give up. English Hindi actually chod
No, it's not give up.
give up,
It
but
means
I'm tired,
deeply troubled.
troubled. Acha, not tired.
Deeply troubled, not tired. No.
Tired. Oh, acha, deeply
Vexed.
troubled.
Yeah, deeply troubled.
Okay.
Vexed was my soul. So
Acha.
this-
She was troubled by with the joys of sound
and weary of
Of seeing.
seeing. So she didn't. She was troubled with those things. Huh? Interesting. And then into the deeps of my nature, I lapsed. And what did she do? I escaped into slumber.
into
So she was vexed, she was troubled. Her soul was troubled. Vexed was my soul. Her soul was troubled with the joys of sound, and it was weary of seeing everything. And what happened? She lapsed into the deeps of her nature and she escaped. So, first of all, she lapsed.
means
And then
she's
she escaped.
withdrawing. She's withdrawing from that.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Out of the silence, who call me back to the clamor and cumber.
Cumber means like cumbersome.
Cumbersome. Yes, correct. Yes, good for you. Very good. Why should I go with you?
Yes, she's asking.
Well, she's asking that. What hast thou
Done
done in return for my
Labor. Yeah.
And then that's to do with the world. So you see Sri Aurobindo in the fourth sentence, third and fourth, ocean being, and here it is, labor world. So he continues the line in the next sentence, and that is called an enjammed line.
Oh.
An enjammed, E-N-J-A-M-E-D.
Okay.
So if a line is not finished on one line, it goes into the next line for completion.
Oh.
So that's enjammed there. What hast thou done? Okay, yeah. What hast thou done in return for my labor, world? So you see how she questions the world?
Well, she
Her
questions
labor, all her labor, what have you done
in return.
in return for my labor? Wow. And then she says, what wage had my soul when its strength was thy neighbor? So what payment, what wage, what in
Wages.
return did you give me when my strength was thy
The
neighbor?
neighbor.
Though I have loved all, working and suffering, giving them pleasure, I have escaped from it all. I have fled from the pitiless pressure. Silence, vast and pure, again to thy wideness receive me. She wants to go back into the silence. And she asks the silence, receive me into thy wideness again. For unto thee I turn back from those who would use me
And
and
grieve.
grieve me, make me sorrowful.
Make me sorrowful. The dawn.
Now, can you read it once
Yeah.
again? Okay.
It is so beautiful.
And then
Actually,
we'll go to the
no,
book.
actually, is there any symbolic meaning of this
Well,
behind
what
this?
does ahana mean to you?
The light.
The light.
Yeah. So,
So-
no, sometimes even the times, when Earth, and even we see the history, there are some dark periods
Yes.
like world wars and whatever.
Yes, yes.
So we suffer. See, even Second World War. My mother was there. She said, they didn't know they were young kids. Everybody suffered a lot.
Surely.
It's like dark periods.
So
So
what is ahana?
she brings the light. Without her, whatever we
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
And that's what we
No,
don't.
that mean light means knowledge. It is all, no? Finally,
Everything.
light is,
She brings everything.
yeah.
But especially the light. Huh?
Especially light.
So now we have to understand this phrase, this whole, you
Yeah.
see, 5, 6, 7.
See, if we don't progress,
I think there are 14 lines.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
Yes, and 14 lines is actually a sonnet form.
Sonnet, yeah, sonnet.
But it's not exactly a sonnet, but it's Sri Aurobindo has chosen 14 lines.
Yeah.
So now Ahana is speaking.
Oh,
We know that she's speaking
yeah.
because she says in the end of the first sentence, I have slumbered. Okay? So you read it again
She
now.
withdrawing like that. No, because
Yeah.
nothing is happening here. Means unnoticed. Yeah, I read.
Good.
The descent of Ahana. Ahana. Strayed from the roads of time, far couched on the void, I have slumbered.
Yeah, but you want to say that strayed from the roads
Strayed
of time.
from the roads of time.
Of time.
Of time.
Yeah, it's not. We don't want to end the sentence there, so we don't want to drop our voice there.
That's it.
Strayed from the roads of time.
Far couched on the void I have slumbered.
Much better.
Centuries passed me unnoticed. Millenniums perished.
Millenniums.
Millennium.
Millennium.
Millenniums.
Yeah, you can use your pencil. Millenniums. Millenniums. Millenniums.
Millenniums.
Millions of years.
Millenniums.
What do you think Ahana's voice is like? Interesting question.
Yeah.
What do you think she's this? He calls it the descent of Ahana.
Yeah.
The title is the descent of Ahana. So Ahana must be so vast,
Vast.
so filled with light and beauty and everything that
Yes,
she
yes.
gives. So we want to convey that
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
to the world.
Yeah.
So you try again now.
Yeah.
Start.
Strayed from the roads of time, far couched on the void I have slumbered. Centuries passed me unnoticed, millenniums perished unnumbered.
Could you convey that to me, looking at me? Now you are Ahana.
Oh, you?
Yes, you must be Ahana, because you have to feel it here,
Yeah.
that you are now reading her words, but they're your words. And you have to tell me what she is saying.
Yeah.
So what does she say to me? Strayed?
Strayed from the roads of time, far couched on the void I have slumbered. Centuries passed me unnoticed, millenniums perished unnumbered. I, Ahana, slept in the stream of thy sevenfold ocean, being, how hast thou labored without me? Whence was thy motion?
Very good. Very good. Only I would say labored.
Labored,
Labored.
labored. Not without me can thy nature be satisfied. But I came fleeing. Vexed was my soul with the joys of sound and weary of seeing. Into the deeps of my nature,
But it's weary.
Weary.
What?
Wa-
Weary. What?
Weary. We.
What?
Wa.
Wide.
Weary.
What?
What?
Weary.
Weary. Weary. It
You
is-
get it, you get it. We have to pay attention to these words.
yeah.
There's Sri Aurobindo's voices in them.
Yeah.
Weary.
Weary.
We.
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 Weary.
Weary.
Yes.
Yeah. Weary. Into the deeps of my nature, I lapsed, I escaped in.
What did she do? Let's put it into prose. I lapsed into the deeps of my nature. So, into the deeps of my nature,
I lapse. Into the deeps of my nature, I lapse.
Yes.
I escaped into slumber. Out of the silence, who called me back to the clamor and cumber. Question, no?
Cumber is
Yeah.
correct.
Why should I go with you? What hast thou done in return for my labor, world? What wage had my soul when its strength was thy neighbor? And Kama, no? Though I have loved all,
No,
though I have loved,
make it a little more beautiful for me.
Yeah.
No, I have
loved all, working and suffering, giving them pleasure, I have escaped from it all. I have fled from the pitiless pressure. Silence vast and pure, again to thy wideness receive me. For unto thee I turn back from those who would use me and grieve me.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Can we go
See,
on?
really, it
Can we
is.
go on a bit
Yeah.
now with the voices?
These are voices.
Yeah, not singular, but
Yeah.
plural
Yeah.
voices.
These are, and these voices also, there are different type. That yesterday he said, these are the devotees.
Yes.
Some are devotees, some are jnana marga. First they are looking and they are hearing the devotees, the bhaktas.
Yeah, but they could almost be
Any,
any beings, any human beings.
Any human
It
beings.
could be the world that's speaking to her.
Oh, here voices mean the voice of the world, no?
I think so.
Oh,
They are appealing to her now.
yeah.
Let's see what they are asking her.
Yeah. Nay, thou art thrilled, O goddess. Thy calm thou shalt not recover, but must come down to this world of pain and the need of thy lover. Joy as thou canst, endure as thou must, but bend to our uses. Vainly thy heart repines, thou wast made for this, vainly refuses. Here,
Okay, so we had the word reprises, the last line. Vainly thy heart
repines.
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 Repines is what?
What it is? Repines means what? Meaning.
What does repine mean? When we are sad and we think of things, we repine for those things.
Oh,
We recall them in sorrow and sadness.
okay.
So here is why I think it's the voices of the world and not devotees necessarily.
Anybody.
It could
Any
be,
voice.
yes, any voices.
Yeah.
Because these voices are telling her, you can't go away. We want you.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to be with us. So let's go through
You
it.
can't go into the slumber. You can't go into the slumber.
No, we're not going to allow you to do
Yeah,
that.
we don't allow you to.
Nay means
No.
Thou art thrilled, O goddess. Thy calm.
Here, why they said thrilled? You are thou.
Yeah,
Thou means you.
Because she's thrilled by being there with them, by having come down to earth and
Acha.
humanity.
Humanity thrilled, but now She
She wants to go
go back.
back. She doesn't like this. She's given them pleasure. She's working and worked and
Suffering, and she's
suffered.
suffering also with us.
Yes, yes. So the voices say, "No, thou art thrilled, O goddess. Thy calm thou shalt not
Recover.
recover." Oh, so they don't want her to recover from this calm, to go into this silence and leave them. Oh, they don't want that at all. But must come down to this world of pain and the need of thy
Thy lover.
lover. Thy lover is one who loves the divine, or peace, or silence, or beauty. A lover is one who has all of these aspects.
Yes.
And you have to come down to us.
To of thy lover means we are lover to her. No.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are a lover.
Lover.
Exactly correct. Joy, as thou camest, endure as thou must. So you came in joy, now you have to endure. Endure.
Endure.
Okay?
But bend to our uses.
Oh.
You have to bend
You have to bend to
to our uses.
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 Not uses, but
Uses.
Vainly thou heart repines. It doesn't.
Waste.
it doesn't
Vain
matter.
means waste.
The heart may be grieving and all of that, but it's in vain.
Vain.
Vainly thy heart repines. Why? Because thou wast made for this. Vainly refuses. You can't refuse us.
Yeah.
You can't. It's vain. Vainly is hopelessly in this case. You cannot refuse us.
Yes.
So will you read those 4 lines
Yeah.
again?
Voices. Nay, thou art thrilled, O goddess. Thy calm thou shalt not recover, but must come down to this world of pain and the need of thy lover. Joy as thou canst, endure as thou must, but
Joy as thou camest.
canst.
No, you see, this is a contraction of camest.
Actually, this after that we use nowadays no can no
No,
canst.
came. You came.
As thou
To come, the
Oh.
past tense of come.
oh
So,
come and came
joy as thou came, but here it's camest.
canst.
Because the poet wants it to be one beat.
Acha.
If it was camest, it would be 2 beats.
2 beats. That's why he is
So
used
he contracts
canst.
the word
Canst.
camest to camest.
Canst.
Camest.
Canst.
Yeah, you have to get the M in there clearly.
Acha.
Camest.
Joy as thou camest, endure as thou must, but bend to our uses.
So you came in joy, and now you have to endure
Endure.
as you must.
Yeah. That
Because you
means
have to
you
bend to
enjoyed
our
with us. These voices were in a way they are demanding, as if like a demand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're strongly asking.
Strongly asking. Strongly.
Yeah.
Like that means you enjoy, now you endure whatever we do.
You're right. You're correct.
Human beings, I know. Vainly thy heart repines. Thou wast made for this. Vainly refuses.
He uses vainly twice.
Twice.
In the first word and the next to last word.
Yeah.
So
Twice he
you
used.
can't refuse us.
You can't.
It's vain to refuse
Yeah.
us. So can we go with the next?
Next. Ahana. Voices of joy from the roseate arbor of scents and the places, thrill with the song and the scent and people with beautiful faces. Long in your closes of springtime, lured to this is what joyance, unsated, tarried my heart, and I walked in your meadows, Your chaplets I plaited, played even in your gardens of ease, and careless of blasts in the distance, paced, pursued by the winds, your archer of autumn's persistence, saw the dance of a ripple, your lotus that slumbers and quivers, heard your nightingales warbling in covered by moon gilded rivers. Above,
So we
such a
have,
big one,
we
big
have to
sin.
go through that carefully.
Yeah,
But
that
I
means
want to,
wherever she is moving, everywhere. She's in our meadows and every corner. She hits
now,
every corner.
now one thing that I don't want you to miss
Yeah,
is that Sri Aurobindo, in every two lines, has rhymed.
rhyme. Oh,
So let's go through the rhymes.
yeah, you read, then I can.
Slumbered, unnumbered.
Uh-huh.
Ocean, motion.
Ocean, motion.
Fleeing, seeing.
Sing. Slumber,
cumber.
cumber. Labor, labor, neighbor. Pleasure, pleasure, pressure. Receive me, grieve me. Yes.
Next sentence.
Next is recover, lover. Uses, refuses.
And now the last one.
Yeah. Places, faces, unsated, plated, distance, persistence, quivers, rivers. So nice. Yes.
So beautiful.
Beautiful. Yesterday, no, they also don't know. I will tell next class actually. They didn't know also. We just read. No one knows. No, all are we have how to read and we have
Look
just
at how beautifully he has done
yeah.
it. He has made it so beautiful.
Beautiful. Yes.
And so we have to understand when we read that,
Yeah.
that's going to join with the next line.
Yeah. Really, this rhyming.
Okay. Voices of joy from the roseate arbor. Roseate
The color,
colored, brilliant, bright,
bright.
colorful arbor. But what is it, that roseate arbor? It's an arbor of scents.
Sense.
And the places thrilled with the song and the scent, and people with beautiful faces. Now we're beginning to feel that harmony, that rhyme. Places, faces.
Faces.
Long in your closes of springtime. Your closes of springtime. When springtime closes, summer begins.
Summer begins.
So it's the close of springtime.
Springtime.
Long in your closes of springtime, lured to the joyance unsated. Joyance here is like joyousness.
Joyousness.
But what is unsated?
Unsated means?
Unfulfilled.
Unfulfilled.
Yes, unfulfilled.
Oh.
If someone is sated, they're full of something.
Mm-hmm.
You could be sated with liquor. You
Oh.
could be sated with joy.
Joy.
You could be sated with close friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah. So very important, huh?
Unfulfilled.
Now sated is going to rhyme with plated.
Plated.
So we have to go through that line now. Tarried my heart. Tarried. If you tarry, you slow down a bit.
Oh.
My heart is tarried. My heart is not rushed forward. It's sort of just tarried. It's rested slightly, moved slightly.
Oh. Move slowly.
Don't tarry. When you go outside, don't tarry. Go home straight.
Oh.
Don't tarry.
Acha.
So, tarried my heart.
Uh-huh.
Tarried my heart, and I walked in your meadows. So the heart slowed down. It tarried a little bit. Okay? And I walked in your meadows. Your chaplets I plaited. The chaplets, I believe, were the
From-
ankle, from the ankles,
Uh-huh.
or from the,
The shin.
maybe from below the knees to the ankles.
Uh-huh.
Those were chaplets.
Mm-hmm. It's
Now, to plait something, you know what that is.
yeah, that's
You know
yeah,
very well what
yeah.
plated is. So, plated rhymes with unscented.
Mm-hmm.
So magnificent.
Played
Played in your gardens
of ease.
of ease, and careless of
Blasts
blasts
in the
in the
distance.
distance.
Mm.
Wow. Paced, pursued by the winds, your orchard of autumn's persistence.
Distance persistence.
So we already saw that the closes of springtime in the third line, and now we see autumn's persistence. And we're getting the feeling of nature.
Autumn means
Autumn
in,
is the fall.
yeah, the fall.
Autumn is the fall.
Yeah, the trees are shedding their leaves and
Yes, exactly. But the beginning of autumn is very beautiful when everything changes color. In the
usually
north,
the springtime
so-
is beautiful, no? Spring.
Yes.
In Indian we say the Vasanta Rutu, the Vasanta Kalam, Vasanta Rutu. So autumn is like everything is shedding.
Yes, that's true, but
It's-
autumn is also
But
beautiful.
you,
But
Narad,
not
what
in-
happens no, in India? You don't see that much difference.
Yes, you do in the very far north.
Sorry? Yeah, far
North.
north. Yes, yes.
And Sri Aurobindo lived in the north
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some time.
Sometime.
So he saw the autumn colors
Yeah,
and the beautiful sunsets
yeah,
of autumn
yeah.
and the coolness.
And
that
people
comes.
say that one, even in the France, when springtime is blooming like anything, and then that much, that variation, it won't be here in India. Especially the greenery, always there. Most of the time, some plants like this. But here, autumn's persistence means
Autumn hangs on for a while
for a while. And you feel maybe, actually.
until winter comes. So autumn is hanging on for a while. It's persisting.
Persisting.
And then after that, winter comes.
Winter comes.
So autumn has its beauty.
Beauty.
Not like spring, but a different kind
It's
of
a different kind of beauty. Yes, that is correct.
So, saw on the dance of a ripple. So, Ahana as seen even on the dance of a ripple in the
lotus. That slumbers
water.
and
The lotus that
quivers.
slumbers
And quivers.
and quivers. The lotus slumbers when it begins to fall down.
Yeah,
When it's a bud and coming into bloom, it quivers.
quivers. Yeah.
And then that rhymes with rivers.
Yeah.
Heard your nightingales warbling in covert,
Covered is
hidden.
hidden. Hidden.
Not covert, but the British pronunciation. Covert.
Covered.
Covered
By
by moon gilded
gilded.
rivers. When something is gilded, it's
Yes,
like
yeah.
painted
The moonlight on the water.
on the water.
Water.
So now you have to read the last one and we'll conclude today.
Yeah. Actually, it continues
Oh, I
somewhat.
know, but we can only do
We
one
finish
page
it out
today.
here. Yeah, we can finish this.
Because we're going very deeply.
Yeah.
into it, you see, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And the more we go through it, the more we begin to feel what
Yeah.
Ahana is saying.
Yeah.
Now she's speaking to these voices of joy.
Yeah.
And she's telling about those voices of the close of springtime, the joy that's not fulfilled. Unsated is unfulfilled.
Unfulfilled. Yes. Unfulfilled.
And
Tarry.
we have to remember places, faces, unsated, plated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Distance, persistence, quivers, rivers.
Very good.
Yes.
So,
Okay, then. So beautiful.
voices of joy, you have to read the whole
Yes,
thing.
yeah. Ahana. Voices of joy from the roseate arbor of scents and the places thrilled with the song and the scent and people with beautiful faces. Long in your closes of springtime, lured to joyance unsated, tarried my heart, and I walked in your meadows, your chaplets I played in your gardens of ease, and careless of blasts in the distance, paced, pursued by the winds, your orchard of autumn's persistence. Saw on the distance of a ripple.
No, saw on the dance.
Oh, sorry. Saw on the dance of a ripple your lotus that slumbers and quivers. Heard your nightingales wobbling covered by moon gilded rivers. In
By
covered
moon
gilded
gilded
rivers. That moonlight on the water. It's so beautiful. Moonlight, no? That
So beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
And Sri Aurobindo can capture that in English words.
Yeah, really. It's
So beautiful. And we'll do another page next week.
yeah, next week we'll continue.
Because we want to take it slowly.
Yeah.
Now you have realized the beauty of the rhyming
Yeah, it's very,
and the
very
beauty of Ahana's appreciation
Yeah.
of the earth and the spring and the autumn and
autumn.
all of these things. And that she wanted to leave this, but the voices
The
are calling
voices
her back.
are pleading her to come back. Without her, no, there is nothing.
Without her,
Without
there is
light,
nothing.
nothing.
The
And no, the
void,
light is
the
real.
emptiness of the void.
Yeah, the sun is absolutely the sunlight. No, without him, what? Nothing. And it symbolizes the light means that like knowledge, everything. Without
It's also life.
life,
The
the
light
the
of
main
life.
thing is life.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and Sri Aurobindo very.
So we have a big project ahead of us, Ahana,
uh,
and it's wonderful.
no, the Sri Aurobindo is very clearly said, Earth is his work chamber. We have to be here only to do everything.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nara. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Wonderful day.
Very nice.
Thank you.